chair, grab your favorite book. A tale unfolds, come take a look. From dragons fierce to spells untamed, all the stories are ever the same. Still shadows and starlight, the words come alive.
Shadows and Starlight, Episode 8, The Voice in the Dark. Hey there, Wanderers. The night has stories to tell, and this week's episode dives straight into hidden truths, forgotten names, and the voices we almost didn't let speak. Whether you're here for the characters, the chaos, or just the cozy darkness of it all, welcome back. You ever notice how the quietest nights are the ones that whisper the loudest?
You mean the ones where you lie awake questioning your entire existence?
Exactly. Welcome to Shadows and Starlight, the podcast where silence isn't empty, it's just waiting to speak.
We're your narrators, accidental philosophers, and cosmic mischief makers, here to bring you stories that blur the line between light and darkness, myth and memory.
This week, we've got a lore drop that hits a little close to home, for some of us more than others.
We're also featuring 3 incredible books that remind us why some voices take time to be heard.
So, grab a blanket, light a candle, and keep your ears open.
Because the shadows have something to say. The One Who Forgot, lore from Elira. I have worn many names: Keeper, Watcher, Shade, Whisper. I've been the silence before storms. The shadow behind candlelight, the pause between questions no one dares ask. I've been the dark, not once, not twice, 1,000 versions, 1,000 lives, always the dark, but never the same shape twice. In times of chaos, I held the storm still, not with fury, not with fire, but by folding it into myself, wrapping it in silence, and burying it where no one could find it, not even me. That's the trick, isn't it? When you hide something too well, you forget it was ever there. They say there was one who could do that, the first dark, the one even chaos feared. Her name. It waits at the edge of every silence. I taste it when I bleed in dreams. I hear it between thunderclaps. I feel it stir when the stars go quiet. A name too old for the world to remember. Yet somehow it remembers me. I don't know if I'm ready to speak it, but the shadows already have, and when they do, the world listens.
So, that one got a little personal.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Not bad, just real. That piece wasn't polished. It wasn't perfect.
It wasn't supposed to be. Sometimes the words that matter most are the ones we almost don't say.
Exactly. This episode came from a raw place. No filters, no neat endings.
But sometimes that's where connection lives, in the jagged edges.
So if you're out there wondering if your voice matters,
It does.
lore might guide us, but stories, they remind us who we are.
And sometimes they show us who we're still becoming.
Let's step out of our own shadows for a moment, and into the worlds others have written.
Where lost sisters fight across oceans, gods play cruel games, and legends refuse to stay buried.
Here are this week's featured reads. The Great Awakening by Jim Dougherty. Some awakenings change the world, others awaken the world in you.
And in the kingdom of Cambria the world is about to wake up. Peace once ruled under the lineage of the great Snow Kings, but peace never lasts forever.
It all begins with a fall. Declan, the White Lion Prince, slain during the Zodian Wars, darkness rising from across the Unicorn Sea. 10 years later, 2 sisters, Maisie and Gertie, wake up to find their entire village abandoned, their parents and every adult vanished.
So they do what brave children do best, they go looking, across dangerous lands and a treacherous sea, guided by legendary heroes and swashbuckling sailors. They search for truth, family, and a power called Solaris.
Jim Dougherty, a worship pastor and creative arts leader, brings all of this to life in a story that feels like Narnia with an edge, rich in heart, layered with courage, and tuned by the rhythm of imagination.
The Great Awakening is the first in the Tales of the Unicorn Sea series, and trust us, it'll stir something in you.
You can find more at jimdohertycreative.com. Pandora. Unleashed, a mythology retelling by A. Warne.
In a time when gods are mischievous, Pandora is the subject of a cruel joke.
Forget what you've heard about the box. This retelling doesn't open it. Pandora is the box. And the gods? They're not here to teach lessons. They're here to punish.
Zeus wipes her memory, strips away her identity, and casts her down from Olympus. Not once, but 3 times. Each fall isn't just physical, it's emotional, spiritual, and each one leaves a deeper scar.
Stranded on a mysterious island with no recollection of who she is, Pandora's journey becomes one of survival, of discovery, of defiance. The gods think they've won, but they forgot what happens when a woman reclaims her story.
A. Warne, writing from the Blue Mountains of Sydney, delivers a tale sharp as myth, deep as memory. Pandora Unleashed is more than a retelling, it's a reckoning.
It's a story of injustice, identity, and the long path back to your name. One that might just set the world on fire?
Her Universal book link is included in the show notes.
You can find more at A. Warne's official website at aawarne.com.
Whispers of the Selkie by Lisa A. Moore.
Some secrets refuse to stay buried, especially when the ocean itself seems to be keeping them.
Morwenna Willowheart Brightwood lives in a lighthouse, surrounded by storms and silence. She tends her garden, she tells other people's stories, and she does her best to forget the myths in her blood.
But the sea doesn't forget, and when a shimmering letter arrives, part summoning, part unravelling, it calls her across the ocean to the Scottish Highlands, where truth hides beneath tide and stone.
What she finds isn't just history, it's magic, Selkie folklore, a bloodline curse, and memories wrapped in salt and skin. This is a journey through memory, myth, and transformation.
Lisa A. Moore weaves a tale rich with mystical realism and contemporary fantasy. It's atmospheric, haunting, and quietly powerful. A story about fierce sisters, ancient choices, and the pull of the past.
And if you've ever felt like the sea knew your name, this one might be written for you.
Read the first chapter by following the link in the show notes, also available on Amazon. If this episode, share it with a fellow dreamer, a night owl, or someone who's been listening for a sign.
We love hearing from you. Every comment, every reply, it's like starlight across the void. So don't be shy.
And if you want more stories, more shadows, more of whatever this weird and wonderful thing is,
you can find us at crbooks.inc or follow the Shadows and Starlight podcast over on Substack, and even listen now on Apple Podcast.
Same shadows, same stars, just waiting for you to wander back. Stepping into enchanted realms and heroic dreams.
Episode 9 is a tribute to 2 legendary creators on TikTok, voices whose motivational shorts have lit up the feed and lifted countless hearts.
We'll explore what it means to be a modern-day hero, how words can become lifelines, and why these creators inspire more than just content. They inspire hope.
That's Episode 9, Enchanted Realms and Heroic Dreams, a spotlight on strength spoken softly but with power.
And if you've been waiting on the next chapter,
our upcoming bonus episode brings news from behind the scenes of City and Shadows.
We've got sneak peeks, release updates, and maybe even a few secrets we weren't supposed to share yet.
If you followed Lila this far, you'll want to hear what's next.
That's all for now, Wanderers. Whether you came for the stories, the shadows, or just to sit quietly in the dark, we're glad you were here.
There's more to come, there always is.
So keep your books close.
And your lanterns alight.
And never stop dreaming.
In Shadows and Starlight.
Never the same. Two shadows and starlight, the words come alive. Let your mind take flight. Welcome, dear reader, to Shadows and Starlight. So keep your books close, your lanterns alight, and never stop dreaming in shadows and starlight.